for AIDS store on South Street, where she took a volunteer job that would evolve into a vocation. She had a knack for engaging with all kinds of people, and her enthusiasm and passion for the cause was infectious. Through the years, she has carried on working for HIV and AIDS organizations, from the AIDS Information Network to the Safeguards Gay Men's Health Project. In 2005, she co-founded the Philadelphia AIDS Thrift Store on Bainbridge Street, which has become a Philly institution. If you've been to the store, you know that it's not your ordinary thrift store. It's a genuine labor of love staffed by more than 100 volunteers. And it takes a very special kind of energy to work with volunteers to inspire that type of loyalty and dedication that makes people want to stay and remain involved. Our next honoree has that in spades. The mission of Philly AIDS Thrift is to sell the lovely, useful, interesting, amusing, and sometimes, I've seen this, mysterious stuff. Have you seen some of the stuff in there? I'm like, I don't know where that's from. Always carry Purell around with you. I can say that in this group, okay. It's generous stuff, though, that people donate. So, to a local organization involved in the fight against HIV and AIDS, and that's what's the real matter there. Their main beneficiary is the AIDS Fund, which distributes money to 29, I don't think people realize that, 29 HIV and AIDS agencies in the 5-county Philadelphia region. They've been a major supporter of Mazzoni Center throughout the years, both through monetary donations as well as promoting HIV awareness and testing on site. In 2011, the store moved to a much bigger location on South 7th Street, where they continue to thrive, welcoming new shoppers. If you haven't been there, please go. Fifth. Oh, no wonder. I was looking at this thinking, I'm looking at the wrong building then. Fifth. Harry will talk about this later on. Yes. But this number, I know, is not incorrect. Recently, they donated $20,000 to Mazzoni Center. And expand their HIV testing space at 12th and Locust. Now, since their opening in 2005, the store has raised, get this, $600,000. And it is clear that there's one major driving force behind their success. It's my pleasure to give the 2013 Ally Award to Christina Kallas-Saritsoglou.
For 6 months for public speaking, and I still hate it, and I have to read my speech. Okay, so I pretty much grew up in the gay community. My mother was best friends with a gay couple who were father figures to me. As a teenager, me and my friends, both gay and straight, were rebellious punks with a passion for art and music. Yeah. And let me tell you, growing up in Reading, Pennsylvania in the early 80s, those interests and lifestyles were no picnic. My mother fostered a home where all were welcome. God rest her soul. A safe place for those who were misunderstood or rejected from their own families. They could feel accepted, loved, and even live with us. We found delight in sneaking into gay bars to dance and just be. We witnessed homophobic brutalities, and we started seeing people around us getting sick. So little information, so much devastation. The gay plague, GRID, AIDS, and that struck our community. In the early 90s, I moved to Philadelphia and worked for Thrift for AIDS on South Street, creation of Mr. Peter Heiler. Yeah. It was heaven, my two loves, AIDS activism and junk. It had a cause I could connect with. Again, close friends were contracting the virus, wasting away, and literally now dying in front of me. Sorrow, anger, this must stop. I moved on to the AIDS Information Network and later the Safeguards Project. These places were still to this day the place where I found the most brilliant and passionate people I've ever met in my life. Chris Bartlett, Heshy Zinman. They had a mission, and it was saving lives. In 2005, Peter contacted me and asked if I'd join him in starting another thrift store. I called my friend Tom Brennan, and we contacted him. And Philly AIDS Thrift was born. To date, with the help of an amazing staff and wonderful volunteers and fantastic board, we've distributed over $500,000 to local AIDS service organizations. And we too, have created that safe place for people to be who they are and to help do what it takes to get these organizations to help to save lives, because people are still contracting the virus and people are still dying. One of my best friends of nearly 20 years recently tested positive, and it's still a kick in the gut to receive that news. And he was scared and unsure of what to do, and I connected him with the Mazzoni Center. Ryan Goldner personally met with him to confirm with the test and immediately got him into care. The people guiding him, Ryan, Kate, Dusty, and Omar. And I say the names as if I know who they are, and I don't. But I know who they are because of how he talks about him. And now they've given him hope and the will to live. And the knowledge that he can live a healthy, positive life without guilt and shame. I'm humbled by this award because I wouldn't be anything without the people around me.